Hello everyone, my name is Jesse and this is The Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is the return of Umineko When They Cry, or otherwise known as Umineko no Naku Koro ni. We are listening to Endless 9, Episode 4, and dreamenddischarger. That is a crazy cool name. From the channel Jenny Make a Lesbian, requested by Dewat. Thank you. Man, right before I clicked this, I noticed just how many Umineko songs I had left. There's like 40 something. There's a lot of requests for this game. But yes, this is the return of the murder mystery visual novel. Let's go. Great music, by the way. Endless 9, Episode 4, no context. Let's go. Cool characters. This guy kind of looks like me. Bad eye patch. Bells. Okay. Bells can be hit or miss. Ooh. This doesn't sound like most visual novels I've heard. I'd say it sounds closer to a game to me. That's okay though. I don't think visual novels should have a certain sound. It just sounds more like a game to me. I was just listening to a bass-heavy song right before this, and I'm getting another bass-heavy song. That was excellent. That's gonna stick in my head. Wow, this is cool. Violins, piano, bells, bass, cool percussion. Hi-hats, kick drum. Is this a build-up? I feel like it's building up. Keep dropping. I feel like I've seen that middle character the most in different thumbnails. Gotta be a main character. Curious what's this guy's deal. He's got girls all over him. Clinging on to him. It's the red hair. And flutes too? I heard that the first time, but I didn't register until now. Is the plot of this, are they like students? Because they all look like they're in uniform. Well, the girls do at least. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them? Dude. Endless 9? I wonder if the Endless 9 are referring to the characters on screen. There's 11, but 2 of them are at the very top. Flying bunny girls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 2 dudes, I think. This is sick. This is really enjoyable. Like, I don't know how else to put it. It's just audibly satisfying. This would go great as background music here. I love the rhythm of the song. It's not too aggressive, it's just kind of like danceable, but still, it's like chill at the same time. Very melodic. A lot of earworms. I gotta hear this a couple times to like really fall in love with it, but I think I can fall in love with this kind of song. This is the kind of stuff I really enjoy, personally. It has like a flare of Toho in there. Just another game with girls everywhere. No idea what he's saying. There's so many layers to this. I have to like remember them all after. I don't have context, so I'm gonna read like the top 2 comments, and maybe that'll help. But I'll read it after. Usually they're gonna spoil something though, but I don't think I'm gonna. You know, that was just kind of a less is more thing, even though there was a lot. What I mean by that is just, I don't know. It's just something that I would personally listen to, you know, in my day-to-day kind of playlist, walking around or just working or something like that. That's the kind of stuff I really, really enjoy. This soundtrack is definitely different from the other visual novels I've heard. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's just different. Maybe it's more musical? I don't know if that's the proper term. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's more of a emphasis in this visual novel, if not the emphasis. Where I feel, again, I've never experienced a visual novel, so I'm just kind of guessing here. But I would have to imagine visual novels are usually very much, the songs are very much driving the narrative, obviously. Right. And of course they do have melodic songs and songs for specific moments, but you know what I mean? A lot of it is just kind of, in a nice way, like repetitive and just more of a background thing. Where here it's just like music. Yo, listen, we got flutes, violins, and bass and all this, and speaking vocal parts that it sounds like more of a song structure than a, you know, background ambient device. But again, I think since I'm so new, I wouldn't even say I'm new to visual novels. I'm unexperienced. But you know, in the past 2 years or so that I've been listening to various like, oh god, I can't remember. I have a whole playlist. By the way, if you didn't know, I have a whole playlist. I should put it on my homepage, but if you go to my playlist section, there's a whole visual novel, every visual novel reaction I've done. I know Doki Doki's in there. I know something like, I think Baldur's Sky. There's Love. There's a couple. There's a bunch, right? I can't remember them all. I think even Ace Attorney is considered one. Would you guys consider Ace Attorney a visual novel? Maybe how it started. Dun, 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 dun. But they all have their own thing. It's cool. It's like, I don't know. I'm very interested every time I hear visual novels because it's such a unique piece of media that I'm so interested in how they would compose for it. You know, I'm so used to games with action or turn-based, or this one's, well, I don't know. Like, I've never seen it in the gameplay of it, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like I have to imagine the mind of a composer doing something that's just narrative-based and possibly just still images. And by still, I mean mostly still. It could be animated, but you know what I mean? This guy really does look like me, by the way. If I had a mustache. That was good. That was amazing. That was a really, really good song. I think might have been one of the best songs I've heard from the series. So, don't know what the context was. I'm guessing 9 is referring to the characters that we see, the main ones, that are not the floating bunny girls. Let's read the 2 top comments. Okay, I don't know what this means, but it says Ushirumiyu Krausstein? Oh, wait. Ushiro Maya. I can't. Wow, there's a lot of vowels in that. In the top comment, I don't know if it's spoilers, so. Once upon a time, there was a 7-story skyscraper. The following companies were located on the following floors. Okamura Securities was located on the 7th floor. I think this, obviously they're both like, you gotta know what the hell they're talking about. Oh, hey. It's always fun when you see like a regular commenter on your channel in another channel or another video. I see someone here. I see you, Zephy. Okay, let's just go to the second one. The second one is 9 minutes and 30 seconds. That's pretty. Oh, I just noticed something. Both of these say episode 4, so these are definitely related. Ooh. If episode 4 has music like that, then I can't. Ooh, okay. This is a cool name. Dreamenddischarger. Okay. Also episode 4. 9 minutes. Let's vibe out. I'm excited. Let's go. Oh wait, I gotta start from the very beginning. I'm looking at images from the game. I keep seeing these two characters everywhere. Top girl and redhead. They're everywhere together. They're not together, but they're in a lot of images together. Big fan, violin. Big fan. Sound like a dog barking for a second. It's a very nice looking game. Art heavy. Oh, the genre is horror. I guess that makes sense. Just reading a little bit about it. It's been a while. And so long. Published by Square Enix? I don't know if I knew that before, but I definitely forgot if I did. Oh, maybe that's why it's... I'm not saying that's why it's popular, but maybe that helped it. I feel a lot of people just follow, you know, what Square Enix does. Kind of trust the company. Sounded kind of Tekken for a bit there. We're straight trance right now. I keep thinking that's a dog. A 9-minute song in a visual novel. That's a pretty long story section. Because how fast is each slide, right? 10 seconds of reading maybe? There's a lot of info about this game. It's more popular than I imagined. There's a TV series? I like stuff like this, but I have to be really in the mood for like this kind of like repetitive kind of trance music, and not just in video games. I mean in general. Like every time I've heard, it's very very cool though. I just have to be like in that moment. So I'm trying my best to imagine reading while hearing this and how much that intensifies it. It's not bad or anything. But compared to the first one, yeah. This one sounds very, very similar to like the common Tekken theme. From like anywhere from Tekken 4 to Tekken 6 or 7. Seriously. I think the violin is probably the only thing that's like really interesting me here. But I definitely have this feeling of this is a big moment. 9-minute song. I wonder if they had multiple composers. It sounds like a totally different person this time. Does it say? Oh, it does say. That's ZTS. Who's the other one? The first one doesn't say. But it definitely sounds like someone else. This person. This part's cool too. There's parts of the song I really enjoy. But like that long repetitive section is cool. It really has a lot of fighting game elements. Seriously. This is the best part. I wish the percussion changed just a little bit. It's just been the whole time. They heard me. Don't get me wrong, it's a good song. They just had to follow up the last one. It had to compete against itself. This is really cool, actually. And then yeah, at this point of the song, this is where I just kind of like zone out a little bit. Because at this point, it sounds like a lot of other songs. This. Like, I like this, and this is part of the genre. Okay. But it goes on forever. And not just this song either. And like every song like this. Just... But I will say something else about it after. In its favor. interesting how it like lightens up here. The mood is like the scale changes into this kind of hopefulness, where before it was like ding 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 ding. I wonder why the length. I know there was probably like a loop or two in there, but I wonder why. So, anything I said regarding like the whole like repetitive part had nothing really to do with this song per se. Just happened to contain those elements, but not the whole song was like that. So I got to give it credit on that. It definitely did stuff different. Like whenever the song got like intense and the violin was like kind of doing this kind of scale thing, that was really really cool. I'm just talking in general of music like this. Like if you were to go to, like an EDM festival or something, like you would hear a lot of songs like this to the point where you don't know if the DJ has changed, how long the set has been going. It just kind of blends after a while. And that's always been kind of my issue with that genre in general, which I do like, and I owned albums and everything, but I can only listen to it for so long. That's all it is. I really enjoy it like once in a blue moon, and then I won't hear it again for like weeks or months, just because like I can definitely never listen to a whole album of just that. It would get so monotonous after a while. But anyways, regarding all that, I'm not trying to talk down on it. It's still really good. Two things was it had to follow the last song, which that was unfortunate, but also it's not really like a competition. So that's the main thing here. It's not like what's better. It's just the fact that my bias is still thinking about that first one. But I will say this, even with all that said of the repetitive parts, all of that is still going into a murder mystery visual novel. So that alone is like, I don't want to say like redeeming it, but it's definitely an interesting thing to hear tune, 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 da, 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 with mostly a narrative focus. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like contrasting, and that makes me interested. That makes something that slightly doesn't interest me into something that does interest me. That's something. Finding like the glass half full part of it, and I really am curious. I'm like, where the hell would that play, and how would that enhance this like reading I'm doing? And that sounds really intriguing to me, especially since the whole thing is dark. You know what I mean? That was like that section where it kind of got light and a little hopeful. There hasn't been many of that in the soundtrack so far. A lot of it has been pretty dark and menacing. So there's a lot going on in the song that is interesting. So don't get it confused. Every time I say any sort of like critique or something, some people like kind of just latch onto that, and that's all they hear, and not like all the other praise that came with it. And then again, not everything's perfect either, for me. So, yeah, still really good. I really like the first one. Dreamenddischarger. I'm really interested in that name. And episode 4. What's going on in episode 4? Anyways, if you want to say what's going on, please put like a spoiler at the top of the message. But cool, really awesome. Thank you to DWAT, and I can't wait to hear the rest of the 40 songs that I have. I can't believe there's this many songs too in a game like this. I don't know what's the average like track listing in the visual novel, but anyways, that is the return of Naku. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.